Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, The Town Watch. My name is Josh Town. Thank you for stopping by today. Well, I got my very first vintage watch and it's right here on the table. It's this little piece right here, a Gruen Veri-thin, a Veri-thin, something like that. I'm not quite sure, but this is kind of a cool little piece. My very first vintage watch, never owned anything vintage before, and so this is kind of a unique video. I know nothing about this watch right here, and I need your help to help me learn about it or point me in the right direction where I can learn about this very watch. This watch was given to me by a gentleman at our church, and he found out that I'm into watches, and he said, hey, I have a couple old watches, I want to give you one of them, and this is what he gave me right here. So maybe you can help me learn about this watch and answer some questions, because I have done absolutely no research on it. It is a hand wind only movement as far as I can tell, and it still works. And you can see the sub-second hand ticking there down at the bottom. And this is a small, tiny piece, and I'll get some measurements on it in a second. But so what are some questions that I have that maybe you can help me with? First of all, I'd like to know what year this watch is from. If you have any idea, please let me know, or at least the time period, maybe not the exact year. But if you can point me in the right direction or give me something I can kind of track down, I'd appreciate that very much. I will take off the case back here in just a moment, but that's one of my questions. What year? Is this company a Swiss-made company, or are these watches made in a different country? I have no idea. I kind of think Gruen sounds German, but I could be wrong about that, so please let me know if you know if this is a Swiss-made watch or not. I'd also like to know if this bracelet is original. It's kind of cool how it articulates like that, and goes slanted when you stretch it out. But I'm not sure if it's original to the watch or not, so that's another question that I have. But let me take off this bracelet so I can get to that case back a little bit better and pop that off and check out the movement. So bear with me here. All right, so got the bracelet off. I want to take a closer look at what it says here. Chrysler quality something, top 14 karat, bottom stainless steel. So might be gold plated, 14 karat. I don't know. Let me zoom in there if you want to get a better look at that. So I don't know if it's original or not, but that's a little bit about the bracelet. But let me pop off this case back. I have the tool here. Let's see what it says here on the back, if we can zoom in there also before we pop it off. Gruen Gildite base metal. It looks like it's the only writing on the back. So let's see if we can pop this off and check out the movement inside, see if that might have any information for us here. Whoa. All right, that movement is kind of just shaking around. Before we look at that, we'll check out this case back on the inside. See what's going on here. Something about 10 karat gold filled bezel, it looks like. A lot of different numbers, different writing going on there. Don't see a date or anything, but all right, let's check out the movement. Looks kind of cool. Nice. Gruen Watch Company, 15 joules. Look at this thing just moving around inside the case. Wow. Very thin, patented. Does that say Switzerland down there in this area? It looks like it does. So it might be a Swiss-made watch. Looking at that. But maybe that helps some of you seeing the movement here on the inside of the watch. Maybe it helps you date it. Maybe you know what movement this is. So I wanted to open that up if it would help you out and giving me some information about this piece. So I'm going to put the case back on and ask some more questions. Well, I just took it out completely with the dial, and I noticed down below that it looks like it says Switzerland down below as well. So I'm getting the impression that this is a Swiss-made watch. I'm quite amazed at how this is just sitting in there and just wiggling around inside the case behind the crystal there. Let me know if you think this is what this material is that this case is made out of. It's very thin for sure, but alright, let's try and put it back together. Alright, so it's back together. What are some other questions that I had? One of the questions I had was about this crystal here. Why did they make it so thick, and what do you think it's made out of? It seems like it's probably like an acrylic sort of crystal, some sort of plastic, but let me know if you have any information on that. And also, what do you think the condition is of this piece? Is it pretty good for what it is? And what do you think something like this is valued at? Appreciate your thoughts on that. But let me get some quick measurements here to let you know how small this watch is from back in the day. 25.5 diameter. Let's see the thickness with that bulging crystal. 10.1 millimeters or so, even less if I turn it to the side like that. Under 10, 9.6, and we have a lug tip to lug tip distance of 37.6, and a lug opening of, I guess, 16 or 15 and a half, 15, I don't know. It's kind of an odd measurement. Huh. Well, there you have it. Let me put it back on the bracelet and give you a quick wrist shot on my 6.5-inch wrist. And there it is. My first vintage piece on my wrist. Definitely tiny. But, you know, hey, maybe I'll wear it someday. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, well this is just a fun quick video. I do appreciate any help that you can give, honestly. I do want to learn about this watch, and I really do need your help. At least point me in the right direction where I can learn about this watch. If you don't have any answers to the specific questions themselves, lead me down the right path where I can learn about this watch, and let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you think that it is in pretty good shape for what it is? Share all your thoughts down in the comments section below. Please hit the like button on this video. Really appreciate it. Really helps out the channel. But that's it for today here on the Town Watch. We'll see you next time.